So, I just discovered that the Jade Dynasty private server I've been playing has finally released the Arden and Balo classes, which are my two favorite classes in the game. And so I'm going to be doing a playthrough as I run through Jade Dynasty as an Arden, which is the Rangers. This is going to be a long series. It takes forever to level up in Jade Dynasty, especially as you get higher. I think I remember the technical... Hang on, let me turn the volume down so I can make sure you guys can hear me. Let's see, audio, music. There we go. From what I can remember, you get level 150, you complete a quest, you go back to level 1, and then your XP increases on an exponential rate. By level 140 to 150 is several billion a level. It's massive and is, quite frankly, stupid amounts of XP to level. It is ludicrous. However, Jade Dynasty was my favorite MMO ever before it got cancelled, and I especially enjoyed the old days of the MMO. As such, I will be... Let's see if I can remember. There we go. Doing this playthrough and trying to make sure I actually do all of my stuff instead of constantly fucking up my playthrough, because that's what normally happens. Yes, it has auto run to targets, but it's not perfect, unlike, you know, some mobile games where it has auto runs, auto tracking, and it has all of the perfect paths put into the game's code. Here, no. Here, that does not work. I have had plenty of times where it just didn't work because it didn't work. Let's see, does the tailor give me a full set or partial set? I don't really care. But one of the things I'm going to be doing that most people don't, at least as far as I'm aware, because I never paid that much attention to what other people were doing. Like here, see? She's just running in place. The auto run doesn't work because she gets stuck, hung up because of a bug, and the game doesn't read it, so it causes it to go, oop, what you doing here? What you doing? Where are you trying to go? Is it just the Balo? No, it's got Cell and Ryan too. Yeah, they're technically in the game, but it doesn't read them. So it's... The other two classes that are technically been released don't work yet. In fact, just a while ago, Balo and Arden didn't work yet, which is the reason I'm so excited about being able to finally play my favorite ranged class. I much prefer Arden over Jade or the Sky Song. Now, I'm not going to be using any of the treasure chests, at least not yet, because I just don't need them yet. In fact, they're not really needed at all. They speed things up, yes, but they don't give you stuff that you can't get otherwise. At least as far as I've ever been aware. There's my helmet. And one of the things I always found interesting about Jade Dynasty, for those of you who have never seen it before, your headgear changes your hair for some reason. Which is just weird. Changes hair color, hairstyle, and everything else, which I've always just found weird. It's funny as shit, but it's still weird. Alright, there's first real quest giver. Because right now the only thing they've been doing is literally just sending me to talk to people. I remember Juja is the first one that gives me, is the one that gives me the first quest that actually leads to fighting. Yeah, that's the hardwing bees. Doot, doot, doot. There we go. Huh. Hardwing bees used to be up here. See, I didn't. The first time I started playing Jade Dynasty was right around the end of Arden. I mean, not Arden. To the end of the start of the Ascension era. And I mean, that didn't come out right. The end of the X-Pack where Ascensions were first released, right? They'd already started to transfer over to releasing the third species of the game, the Psykin, I think it was. And so a lot of stuff from this old in the game, I don't really get. And honestly, the extras do give XP, but I'm doing them just to do them because, I mean, I'm right here. Why the frick would I not? Sorry, Flim. Honestly, I'll probably be recording probably roughly this whole Divine region. It normally doesn't take that long to complete it, and so I'm going to run through the entirety of the Divine Realm until I get roughly the end of it. And when I get to the end of it, I'll be a point where I can start my rep farming, and so I'll probably have this running, you know, all night, and then, you know, in the morning I'll check in on it. And if it's something I could, and if depending on how much rep I get, I might continue, you know, play from there. But I've got to actually get to a point to rep farm so I can get my rep gear first, because the rep gear is better than everything else up to towards the end game. So like if you notice, I'm not picking up that much shit. Not right now. I'm getting provisions and that's about it. That's because, for all intents and purposes, stuff dropped at level 1 to level 15 is not really that useful. And I won't be able to get crafting, at least as far as I remember from this era of the game, until like level 30. So there's no point trying to stack. I mean, there's no point trying to purposefully farm the gear. I mean, the materials needed for crafting. Will I? Yes, because I don't want to craft just to craft. void heal. I don't remember. Ah, that's selling gear. I'm not selling though. You know, I can't even remember. Don't I have to completely exit combat for my spirit to regenerate? Yes. Okay. Let that regenerate, and then I'll continue farming these bees. They look more like wasps than bees, being honest. Let's see. I think I need to get level 5 to get that one, and level 5 to get that one. I don't really need that many ranks in Phoenix Arrow, being honest. It will carry me roughly to 30. By that point, it's not that great. And I'm not... Wait, that weapon speed is increased. Cooldown 6 seconds. What? Shit, I might get 3 just to try out the Fox Shadow to see how long it lasts. Because movement speed is just nice in this one. It's a sharp bolt thing. I don't want to do... I want to have my bow, but I want to do more based on the animal summoning on this one. Like there, the Dark Wolf. For 40 seconds. With the extra crit rate. There's level 4. One more level and I can start getting the skills to increase my HP and SP. That's a recipe. That's sell it though. Ah, frick it, I'll keep it. I remember rough wood being... yeah. See, that's 3 more. Make sure you get that refinery talisman. That's what I need to improve here. That's 1, 2. There. And once I get my Esper and can start auto farming, things will get somewhat better. But being honest, low levels, you don't have that much to your name, and so you end up just primarily spamming your first ability. See, these improve the quality of common gear, so essentially just your whites. But the thing is, unless you do the rep farming, like what I'm going to do, white is the gear you get, is the vast majority of your gear, being completely and utterly honest. Those in, go back to the physician. And see, they don't tell you how much XP you have or how much you need in actual amount. And for good freaking reason. Because the amount you need is freaking massive. It's honestly a ludicrous amount. And then, yeah, that's the one real downside of Jade Dynasty is it's it's not quite pay to win, but the, most of the cosmetic stuff and most of the mounts are pay to have. So, future hero, want Arden gear. Give me. That's the male Arden. Give me the level 60 female stuff. Next part of the main quest. And that's double XP for 2 hours. There we go. Here's 10% attack, 5% defense. There's my Esper. That's an accessory. There's that one. Oh, right. It's still him. He gives me the next one. There's Tonu. And then Sunra, who is, I think, up in the temple. I guess I'll find out. Anyway, for those of you who never played Jade Dynasty before, this little button right here, this is an auto battle. And Jade Dynasty, you do not have to bot. They have their own bot skill set into the game, and they make very, very good use of it. After level 60, the best way to level is by accepting a quest that has an infinite amount of XP rewards for killing a specific monster that scales with how many of them you killed. You take and you invigorate the entire night in order to actually get any worth out of it. But it gives you very, very good XP. When you need 2 billion XP, getting a couple million, and you get, say, a couple 100K from 1 or 2 quests, just getting 5 to 10 million just offline, just having your character kill things and turn in a quest to give you XP based on how many of that thing you killed over a night, is massive XP gains, because that's XP that you didn't have to do any hard work for. That's essentially just extra passive XP gain for letting the game run itself. As such, there's a good reason that people recommend doing those quests while you're going to be away from the game, like when you're at work or going to be asleep. And that's why, because of just how much XP is needed as you start getting to higher levels in Jade Dynasty. And this Vigor and Finesse are really, really useful at lower levels. They're not that great at higher levels. Like right now, they're giving me 14 HP in Spirit. The thing is, It's the health regeneration rate while out of combat that I really enjoy. Because, like right now, they're giving, as I mentioned, they're giving me 14 extra HP and SP. And then at level 150, if I had it at the same rank, they'd be giving me 300, which would be worthless. But an extra, let's say 120% spirit and HP regeneration while out of combat is a massive, massive boon. Because that's less time spent trying to recover, more time in a fight. Which means more time killing things and more XP. Once you hit level 150, they're worthless until you reincarnate and increase your level cap up to 160. And then once you're 160, they're worthless outside of just rep grinding or something like things like that. Outside of getting to the next part of the tree. Like that required me to have one rank there, and that one rank finesse, that one rank fire unlock those. So just one rank would be enough, because it's 20% more spirit and HP regeneration out of combat, which is already a nice reward. However, my view is, if I'm going to be leveling, I don't want to be out of combat too often when I'm grinding. And so I'll put points into here and into here to allow me to spend less time recovering from my grinding and more time doing my actual grinding. It's not the best way, it's not the most efficient use of points, but the thing is, I'm not a person who cares too much about efficient. And I'm about to show you a really, really useful trick for those of you who plan to join any of the Jade Dynasty private servers nowadays. Attack quest monsters only when you're doing when you're doing things. Because all of a sudden, because let's take the quest I was telling you about earlier, the ones that give you infinite XP based on kills you get. Once you get far enough, as I was saying, they're based on the amount of those quests are based on killing a certain things enough times to actually that's stun resistance. Never mind. As I was saying, that's based on killing certain things enough times to make it worth it. But if you're in an area that has, let's say, four different types of enemies, and you only need to kill 2, how do you only kill those 2? Well, you go here, you turn attack quest monsters only, and by doing so, outside of AoE attacks, your character will not attack things that are not part of your quests, which means they spend more time killing your targets, less time killing extraneous enemies. Which means higher quest rewards when you turn in the quest of that nature. and less time just goofing off, essentially. I'm gonna have to sell stuff when I get back to town. That's interaction with other people. My functions. See, here's craft, but you can see I can't because I don't have it unlocked because I haven't done the quest. The quest is only unlocked like level 30 or so, which, considering you can craft level 15 gear, is a bit of, shall we say, a problem. That's 9. So what by level I get the 3rd rank? So just a second ago there, I was checking my settings and deleted what remained of checking to make sure I have my pause button set up. Which I much prefer this private server over most of the others I found. It has a lot more convenience stuff on it, and as such it's and with its increased convenience features, it makes life significantly easier for its players. We don't have to spend real money if we don't want to on anything. Stay low. Ryan. Stun resistance. Okay. Get those 3, that way next level I can get the Fox Shadow. Interesting. I wouldn't expected them to have a piece of gear that is the same as the starting armor. That's weird. The essence. Okay, did it actually pause? All right. I'm gonna have to delete that pause where I went and, well, I'm gonna have to delete that, but it'll only take a few seconds out of it, and between the log out and the log back in. Dang it. Alright, that's level 10. 5 more levels, I'll get another 6 slots. I'm gonna go see if I can boost that 60 bow. Or I could just... I won't use the double XP yet. And see, there I got 3,500 and I jumped from 9 to 10, but still, it's going to increase a lot. And see, there's another auto route failure. More dragon sparrows. Let's go to the dispatcher because she should have a quest for the dragon sparrows. And there's the fox shadow. Let's actually try that. He's a lit. Well, she's a little faster. Not much yet. Oh, good dragon sparrows. Nice. There's dragon sparrows as well. There's dragon sparrows. And there's... Oh, rest is full. Okay. So, this one will take a bit. Since it'll take so long to kill the dragon sparrows, after I get there, and I'll cut most of the kills from the camera or from the recording, just so you don't have to sit and watch me kill the same monster for 30 something freaking minutes. I'll leave the last, let's say, 8 or 9. I don't know exactly how many I'll leave because I ain't decided yet. But you won't have to sit here and watch me kill all. Let's see, 22 plus 28, that's, let's say 50, 70, let's say 120, 100 to 150 of the dang things. That will take, actually, freaking, I'll just use my phone to add it up. It's 148. So I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me kill all 148 of the dang things. That would just be stupid. Oh, I got to get rid of Fox Shadow first. There we go. As such, because I'm not going to sit here and force you to sit here and watch all of this, I'll probably cut it from about here while I go smoke a cigarette, and then after I come back, I'll see where it's at, and if it's in a decent spot, I will cut it after where it's at. Actually, hang on. That's another piece of my Esper set. Southern female, Southern male hat. Just keep it. Anyways, I will see you when I get back from my cigarette. Or I could just pause it and then alright. As I have come back from my cigarette, I've unpaused it, everything's good. I've done all my kills. Now let's go turn these in and then call it a day. Because it is almost 8 o'clock for me. I might be going to do more construction in the morning because I've finally got a job outside of YouTube, even if it only pays $100 a week. So let's go get that done. If we're not going to work in the morning, given that my grandmother had shots put in her knees today, I will be doing more videos for this series where I'm running this Arden all the way to Ascension 160, which is, as I said at the start of the video, going to take freaking ever. And I'll probably make another video for Fire Emblem. I'll probably continue my Thabe's overwritten Fire Emblem Awakening series, including running some of the DLC for grinding reasons. Because now that I actually know my editor is working, I can do that instead of streaming. Alright. Because I started these quests at, what, halfway through 10? Now I'm 12 and halfway through 13. There's a reason you do your extra quests. A very good reason. The XP for them is normally very good. it's not showing the item-based XP that some of these give me. But they don't really need to, because I know how shit, I wish I'd stop bumping my hand into the freaking mic, but anyway, I know how most of the way it works for these, or at least I know how they did later. I don't know if it works exactly the same in this era. Yeah. So, as you can see, I'm probably going to hit 13. Wait, let's go turn. Oh, I gotta go all the way up to Scarlet City to turn these in. Okay, let's go over to the Skylord. Because running would take way too freaking long. Sorry, that was my phone. Let's see. Skylord should be, yep, right there. Teleport to Scarlet City. Yanoa is all the way up north. Well, I guess it'll take longer for you guys to see me turn these quests in than I originally wanted, but you'll get to see some of the higher level areas of the Divine Realm if you haven't seen them before. Not that big of a deal. This one should give some actually good XP. Yeah, 30 Tai Chi pills. That's good XP. At this level, at least. I think it's like 5 for a level at this level. Yeah, I just got 3 levels from those 30. So that's level 15. There's that. And then Yanoa should give me some action, so also should give me some actually good XP. It's just gonna take a while to get over here. Whew. The double XP is helping a lot, to be honest. I don't remember if the quest double XP counts quests and Tai Chi pills. Not off the top of my head anyway. I know there are some forms of double XP that do that, and some that only work with kills. And because I don't remember off the top of my head, I can't tell you if it's working with my Tai Chi pills that I got just a minute ago, or if they're working with the quest turn in it. So it could be that the only thing it did was give me extra XP from killing the damn dragon sparrows. I guess I'll probably never find out. There's the gold eye demons. Those are actually half decent farming. The gold eye demons, where they're actually in a good amounts. But up here, somewhere in this region, there's a small army of golems that drop the level 30 rep items. and they're actually good XP at level 30. And so I'll probably end up farming those for several nights just to get my 30 and 45 rep gear. Technically speaking, there are quests that you can get after I get out of here, for instance, that are 15 to 30. They give you enchanted common gear, well, enhanced common gear anyway, that are much better than anything outside of, well, they're not. The easy way to put it is that they're just easier to get. They're good, but they're just common gear that have been enchanted. They just have more base power. But the thing is, the rep gear is better, even though it has no enchantments on it, because they actually have stats. And that one gave me 10 Tai Chi pills and another 12,000 to hit level 16. Now let's pop over to the tailor and see if I have enough to get my level 15 basics, level 15 set. I doubt it, but just a chest piece and a weapon would probably work. And I'm about to sell the basic provisions, because base provisions are not worth a dang, or anything else. It's 4 silver. 3 silver, okay. Let's get... Ah, okay, I can get the full base stuff. See what I mean about the hair, though? Well, what I meant about the hair when I was telling you about them, when I got my first set, well, my first headpiece, it's like, what the heck were they thinking? Because that's a light, I want to say a light purple. Here's an even lighter purple, and it's longer too. Like, what the hell? Weapon. Yep, my level 15 weapon. Oh, I'm missing. I'm missing 1 copper. Also, I like that they actually happen to include quivers. Is this one of the things I miss in modern Warcraft? Quivers. Let's see. Turn this part in. Then I'll probably stop the recording and then start editing the video, set it up to come out probably sometime tomorrow, just to make sure you get something in case. Oh, Lunar Shade Stone, because that will keep my Esper running at higher levels. And there's level 17 with 5k XP. Now today's part of the Astral Tales. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop porting.